Hey guys!
Hey!
We don't have our ears on. Oh, well, that's okay. No ears. So tonight, shades. Get your shades on. So tonight's live stream for Travel Talk, we are doing Disney Deluxe resorts. We are excluding DVC specific resorts that are like all DVC, and we are excluding the Military Shades of Green. We'll go over those next week on Lena's channel.
Yep.
We're going to start and go by section to section, and I figured we could start with the ones closest to Magic Kingdom, because Magic Kingdom is like the go-to park, the must-see park. Your modes of transportation, you have more options. And we'll just get started. Lena is sharing her screen, and we'll just start with the one closest. We'll just start with Disney's Grand Floridian, because that's what's on the screen. Closest, but that would be contemporary. We're going to start with Grand Floridian.
So the Grand Floridian has a cost range of between $737 and $4,362 per night.
Hi, Randy. Welcome in.
That's terrifying to me.
It is terrifying.
If somebody books a room that is almost $4,400 a night, please love me enough to do it while I'm there, because good Grady, I want to see what the room looks like. Do you get a butler?
That's like a suite, actually. I have stayed at the Grand Floridian before, and I do have video footage of it on my channel. And mine was a room castle view. On the 4th floor, where we had vaulted ceilings, they have laundry baskets. Like, you know how when you take your shower in your resort and you have to put the towel on the floor and they come and get it? They have laundry baskets for you to put them in.
They have. One of the rooms is the Roy O. Disney suite, and somebody on Disboard's got a free upgrade to it. And I'm going, tell me how you did it. Spill the secret. Because I think that would just be amazing. But they literally had someone that came in and butlered. They butlered for them the whole time they were there. It was part of the suite. I'm going, okay.
Yeah, Randy, I wouldn't spend the money to stay there either. And I have stayed there, but mine was for free. It was on my birthday, actually. And so my room smelled like not my room, but like you have different buildings. And the building I stayed in faced the castle, and the lobby of that building smelled like baby powder. I'll say this, you know how when you go into the main lobby and you kind of feel out of place there because it's kind of, not stuffy, but kind of like upper class. And I mean, come on, we're not upper class. We're whatever. And you go in there and you just feel out of place. I will say that when you walk into, hi Surfer Girl, when you walk into your own building, it's still very grand in there. Like, it's really, really nice, but you don't feel so out of place anymore because it hasn't been renovated. So it's still got the old carpet and curtains and stuff. The vaulted ceilings was amazing. The balconies are super small, though. It is a beautiful, beautiful room, but it is a little bit dated. But it still smells really good. So you don't, in the actual room and in your building, unless you're in the main building, you don't feel out of place. I thought I was going to, but I didn't. It was that we had a couch, but I've heard that that you shouldn't sit on those couches because they're gross, which I could believe. But it's a pull-out couch, and we didn't pull it out. But we did have plenty of room because we had 2 queen beds, and then we had still a large couch, and we had a large chair, and it was all very grand looking. The shower and bathroom stall they have doors, and they're all separate, and the furniture is very grand, but still you don't really feel out of place in there like you do in the lobby. The room I stayed in, when the guy booked it for me for free, he said it was $1,000 a night room. I would never in my life pay that much for a room per night, ever. I don't think I would, even if I had more money that I could dream of. I don't think I would. But it was beautiful. It was a once in a lifetime experience that was free, which is great. But still, I don't think I'd ever spend that much on a room. I would much rather spend that much I wouldn't even spend that much, but I would much rather stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge for $400 a night, which is still pricey. So, your $737 price range is like the standard rooms that are like parking lot facing and stuff like that. But yeah, they definitely range. Those $4,000 ones are suites. Parking's $25. They have a basin. Like if you like basin in Disney Springs, they have one in Grand Floridian. And you can walk by there and it smells so good. The gift shop is way smaller than the gift shop in any of the other resorts I've ever walked through. It's very small, but they have multiple gift shops. They have like your regular gift shop where you have like the pins that you can buy and the t-shirts, but then they have like an upper class gift shop where they have like $400 t-shirts and things like that. Restaurant wise, they have there's some pictures of the rooms right there.
I'm trying to, they have, here's some of the pools. They have the other ones have had.
Oh, one thing I'll mention about the pool, they do not have a water slide.
No.
They have a splash pad area for the kids, and both the pool and the splash pad area are heated. And the only reason I know that is because we were there in December and it was cold and you could see the steam coming off the water. So it was heated. The restaurants, they have a very good quick service right there. It's really good. Everything I got from there was good. They have 1900 Park Fare, which when it is open is a character dining with the evil stepsisters and the mother.
Lady Tremaine.
Lady Tremaine. And then
Cinderella.
Cinderella and the Prince. We've eaten there.
And that's for dinner. And at breakfast, it is Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter, Tigger, and someone else. But it's more of like the UK characters for breakfast.
So we've eaten there for dinner. Our reservation, we got there for our reservation and we still waited an hour before we were sat. It is a very small dining area at 1900 Park Fare. The food is just like any buffet food you eat. It's all the same. Nothing spectacular. You're really there for the character meet and greet. I will say the character meet and greet there is very brief. It's not one where they get a lot of time with you because they're trying to turn those tables over to get more people in. Like I said, we had reservations and we sat and waited for an hour before we even got to eat there.
Here is a tip. If you schedule a dinner at 1900 Park Fare on a party night, and this was in the past, so it may change, but this is how it used to be. On party nights, they substituted Lady Tremaine and the stepsisters for Susie and Perla, who are two of the mice, because the stepsisters and Lady Tremaine are at the party. And so Perla and Susie actually are at the dinner. So it makes it almost like a little rare character meet if you are not going to the party that night.
That's a good tip. Especially since the Christmas party or the Halloween party, either one is way more expensive than eating at 1900 Park Fare.
Yes.
It is a table service. It's not a signature. There are other restaurants there. Do you have a list of the restaurants? Because those are the only two I've eaten at.
Let's go back up here.
While she's looking, at Christmas time, they didn't do it this past year, but at Christmas time, typically they do these large gingerbread houses, and you can buy gingerbread and like cake pops and things from the gingerbread house. And it's really, really cool.
I do have some pictures of that. Once we're done looking through this screen, I'll pop over and I'll pop over to Facebook and I'll grab up those pictures.
Sounds good. So Randy said they did it once. They're talking the 1900 Park Fair, and he said Michael turned red when sister kissed him on the cheek. That's cute. Okay, Victorian Albert's. This is it's closed right now, but it's like one of those restaurants that's like I don't even want to guess how much it is, but it's super high. It's like a 4-course, six course. It's a 6-course meal where they bring out everything. It is a dress code. You have a dress code. It's very, very high class restaurant. I have seen a vlog on it by the Tim Tracker once.
Yes.
A long time ago. And they said they loved the atmosphere in the meal, but they felt like they had to whisper and that they really enjoyed it.
The chef's table, they do have a chef's table that you can reserve. And the chef's table is actually like 12 courses.
So it's like everything he's making that day.
Yes. And you actually get to go back there and watch. And they give you a personalized menu at the end of everything that they fed you. And they give you the recipes and things if you want to make it at home. You can purchase a wine flight to go with it. It is 10 years of age and up. So it really makes for a good honeymoon or anniversary trip. But a lot of people have said that I've read is that they've always had to go somewhere and eat afterwards because they never got enough food.
You're kind of like eating at the melting pot.
Yeah.
Unless you're eating by yourself and you get like a cheese melting pot and then the chocolate one, and then you just gorge yourself on everything cheesy and chocolatey.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So this is a signature dining, and I never know how to pronounce it.
Citrico.
Okay, that's how I pronounce it, so I'm right. Hey, cool.
Yeah. Citricos. I haven't really heard a whole lot about Citricos.
It's a lot of seafood, as is Narcoossee's. So if you like seafood, then you'll be good to go.
And I didn't even see where this one was when we stayed there. And I've been there and explored the property a lot, and I never really saw where this one was.
And so the Grand Floridian Cafe is a table service. Mm-hmm. And it's good. I had breakfast there one morning, and it was good. I mean, it tastes more of like, it says it's like a coffee shop feel, and I agree with that for like the taste. But it wasn't bad, and especially if you just kind of want a very lazy sit-down breakfast, it's a good one.
They have a tea time, don't they?
Yes, and that is a separate menu pricing. And actually, again, the trackers have done it. I think they did it with hold on, I can see him. Give me a second.
Was it Panda?
No, it was the Holy Mollies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they actually showed where like you could flick the tea cozy covers and plumes of dust came out of the tea cozies.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like, okay. Yeah.
So you got Narcoossee's, which is also a fish place, right? Mm-hmm. And then Garden View Tea Room.
This is where the tea is, I think, is going to be. And it's it's in the lobby area on the bottom floor, right next to 1900 Park Fair.
Yeah. And then you've got Gasparilla Island Grill.
And it's the quick service, and it's good, and it's open late.
Yes. It used to be open 24 hours a day, but I don't think it is anymore, but it is open at least until 11 p.m. because we were there right at 11.
It says that it's open 24 hours, but the past 11, then it's like a very limited menu. But that's super nice. If you want some place to go that's out of the way, that you can see fireworks, go to Gasparilla Grill. You can see them from the quick service.
Yeah, you can.
And just after the fireworks are over, go jump on the monorail and go back to Magic Kingdom to get on your bus.
Yeah. So Enchanted Rose, it's mainly a bar, but they really made the room look so pretty. I have a vlog on that too, of the tour of it, but I haven't eaten there.
I vlogged it as well, and it was like we were the only people in there.
We were too.
Early in the morning. It was like, where is everybody?
It was late at night when we went, and we were the only ones there. It's like, where are the people? But it's really pretty. It's on the second floor.
Yeah. There you do have monorail service. This picture doesn't show it. There may be photos down here. There is monorail service to Magic Kingdom. You can obviously, when it's running, take the monorail to Epcot. If you switch over, they do have some boats that you can take to Magic Kingdom. Mm-hmm. And obviously they have the bus.
No, you cannot take the bus to Magic Kingdom.
No, but if you're going to another park, you take the bus.
Right. When the monorail is running in Epcot, you also cannot take the bus to Epcot.
Yeah.
So your transportation for Magic Kingdom is boat or monorail, and Epcot is monorail, and then when it's running, and then bus for the others.
So here is the Grand Floridian with a couple skiers that you can rent.
They have a wedding pavilion here too. That's that kids play area, and that water is heated.
The pool.
Again, they do not have a water slide like all the others have.
Nice hot tub.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and they have movies on the lawn at this resort.
The beautiful lobby. I think everyone knows the Grand Floridian lobby.
Yeah. So the lobbies in the other rooms are similar in the sense of the the structure looks the same. It's not as grand, obviously. There's only 4 floors, but like maybe they have a picture of a lobby of where they stayed.
There's also Ivy Trellis, which is the salon, and it was actually transformed into an additional Bippity Boppity boutique area when it's open. This is a beautiful staircase, and when we were there in 2019, there was a whole crowd of people down here, and there was a bride getting her photos taken on the staircase. It was so pretty.
This resort is very photogenic. It photographs so well.
This is the tea room.
I really hope they have a picture of one of the lobbies inside the outside rooms.
There's a lot of photos of this one.
I will say, being on the 4th floor, go back a couple.
Sure.
Couple more. Okay, you see up here up at the top how those, they look smaller. Those balconies are super small because we were on the top floor, and those are the balcony is super, super small.
Okay.
You have the vaulted ceilings, but the balcony's tiny.
And obviously that they have a little beach area. You cannot go swimming in the water. Please don't swim in the water. Obviously, monorail.
Mm-hmm. You can get some great shots of the monorail too around the Grand Floridian.
This is part of the wedding pavilion, I think.
There's several different places there to get married. You can get married inside, outside. They have several different locations. I was really hoping they would show a lobby picture of one of the buildings.
This is inside the wedding chapel. They have tennis courts.
I forgot about that.
This is part of the spa, I think. There is a spa. It's Senses Resort, the Senses Spa at the Grand Floridian Resort.
So their bus pickup, you know how like some resorts have multiple pickup spots? This one only has the one.
Oh, I found where Citrus Coast is up by Victoria and Alberts.
Okay.
There you go. This is the Enchanted Rose.
Yep. That's the bar area. There's also a dining room area.
There's like 100 and some odd photos, so trying to give highlights here. Some of these pictures, like these are this picture would be for the club level rooms, and Grand Floridian is one of the resorts that has the club level.
Yeah.
Lots of photos of the outside.
Yeah.
Like multiple shots of the same thing.
I don't know what
they have. Laundry facility. I look at the laundry soap. It looks like the writing and the sketch for a silent movie.
It does.
Laundry soap vending.
Well, if they took pictures of that, surely they took pictures of the lobby of one of the other buildings.
Well, I'm on 97 of 134.
Oh, so we're getting there. Boat dock boats. There, that's an entrance to one right there. That's the entrance to one of your buildings. And if you look through, you can see another entrance right across. Yeah. That's
18.
I don't know what that is because that's probably the main building still. Come on, you had to take a picture of the lobby in one of the main building or one of the other buildings. You keep getting the doors. You got to get the inside.
This is Gasparilla.
Yeah.
And it's very tiny.
It is very tiny.
Very tiny. But there is seating outdoors.
Yes.
Here's some room shots.
Go back that one.
This one?
So that's like the hallway. You see the carpet, it's very dated. But it's very tropical looking.
Which is very strange.
It's because of the names of the buildings. You have like conch shell and things like that as the names of the buildings.
Here's the couch over in the corner here.
Yeah.
The chair. I like the chair.
It's got a hidden Mickey in it, and so did the curtains.
Yes.
And the wallpaper. There's your laundry basket right there.
Right here. The deluxe resorts also have a few more amenities than you get in the moderate and values. You get things like Q-tips and cotton balls and mouthwash and hand lotion, and some resorts even have aloe vera gel.
Yeah, you can always call and ask for the amenities. So this is the thing. Go back to the shower. This is the thing I was talking about, how it's dated. Like if you stay in a lot of the resorts now, they have those very fancy shower heads and the nice doors on the showers. Grand Floridian is very dated in their how they look. So it's just a regular shower head, really.
We are almost to the photos. This is the last one.
You're not going to show the lobbies. Okay, so the lobbies of each of the building is very similar laid out to the grand one, but you've got like some seating chairs and some couches, and then the elevators are right there. It's not grand, but it's actually, I feel like I could sit down and just chill out for a little bit there and not have any issues. So it's kind of cozy, but kind of grand at the same time, if that makes sense. Oh, Lena goes. She's back. Okay, so the next one is either going to be the contemporary or the Polynesian. You pick.
It's already up there.
Oh, not bad. It is the contemporary. Okay. My personal opinion on the contemporary, I would not want to stay there because it is loud. The monorail goes right through the center of it.
Yes.
But if you like hustle and bustle and very contemporary style, then it's totally for you. It's not one of my must-do places. Like if I for some reason stay at every resort, and this is the only one I haven't stayed at, I would stay there. But I don't know that I would stay there otherwise. And for this one, your pricing range, I'll let Lena take that.
The pricing range is $518 to again in the 4,000 range. Again, if someone's booking a $4,800 room at the Contemporary, you're inviting me and Christy because we want to see it. We don't want to stay with you. We just want to take a picture of it. Look at us. We're in a really expensive room.
I will say that this resort being the closest to Magic Kingdom, you would get the best castle views. And they have, well, when we get to the restaurants, I can talk to you about that because I've eaten at California Grill.
And I've eaten at the Wave.
Okay.
So let's kind of just go along. So, an interesting fact that a lot of people don't know is that when they originally designed the main building, they actually put together the rooms and inserted them. And they were actually originally created that when they were going to refurbish the rooms in this tower, they were going to just go in and pull them out, put them down, take all the furniture and stuff, remodel them, and put them back in. But it's Florida and it's swamp, so it sank. So they can't do that now. But that was the original plan for this building. So I thought that was just really interesting, and that they can't do it now because it's settled so much.
Mm-hmm. So the lobby in this one I have been in, and it is underneath all of this area you're seeing right here. Mm-hmm. There's a downstairs, and it goes down to the lobby, and it is very contemporary. It's not very welcoming. It feels very commercialized and very corporate. It feels corporate. That's the good word. It
feels very stagnant.
Yeah. It feels corporate and stale to me. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad place to stay. They have really cool architecture in there. I've seen some room tours.
This is a standard room. Very, very clinical.
Yeah.
It's very clinical.
And again, it's probably the best place to get Castle View fireworks at night if you're going to be in your room during that time. You can see everything.
This is one of the pools.
I can't remember if they have a water slide or not. I think the only deluxe resort that doesn't is Grand Floridian.
Okay, we are at food. So got the California Grill.
California Grill. Okay, tip. If you're going to California Grill and eating there at any time other than the fireworks time, you hold on to your receipt and you can bring it back and they'll let you go upstairs to watch the fireworks. Yes. The firework music is piped into the building, into the restaurant at California Grill. It is a great view. It is beautiful. The food is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I had a filet. I couldn't eat it all. I wanted to take it home. I couldn't. I had the sushi. Every freaking bite of food I ate there was mouth-watering, delicious mouth orgasm. Like, there is a dress code, so you have to dress nicely, but it is a signature restaurant. It is pricey. If it is within your budget, I would suggest this place. It is a great place to take a date, not your first date, because I mean that's high.
That's set the bar pretty high. If that's gonna be your first date.
It is a great place to take a date. If you want something more romantic, though, I would suggest Gico. But it is still a very romantic setting. It is amazing. The servers are super tentative and just absolutely, they don't rush you whatsoever. A lot of restaurants, you feel rushed. You do not feel rushed in this one. It is just phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about this restaurant. It is pricey, very, very pricey. Not as pricey as Victoria and Albert's, obviously, but it is very pricey.
All right, so next is Chef Mickey's, and Chef Mickey's is a character dining. It is a character breakfast and a character buffet. And the characters that come through are Goofy, Minnie, Donald, Pluto, and Mickey Mouse. And it's a great time. It's a lot of fun. The servers really get into it. As always, make sure if you're celebrating a special occasion that not only is it noted on your reservation, but make sure to remind them when you are checking in. And that goes for any restaurant, not just Chef Mickey's.
Yeah. The other thing about Chef Mickey's is it's in that loud lobby where the monorail's coming through. So it's very loud in there. It's not going to be a relaxing meal. It's going to be a character dining for your kids. And again, it's a buffet. It's standard like all the other buffets that there are.
So the Wave of American Flavors is located on the first floor, and this is what it looks like as you go in. It looks like you're walking through like a wave, like that you're gonna surf. It's so cool, and it's kind of a little darker atmosphere, but it is so. I will say it's a hidden gem that a lot of people overlook. We did. We were looking for an extra sit down and this was available, and we're like, yeah, I guess we'll go over and try it. Mouth orgasm steak. It was amazing. Sam had some of the seafood, and he was like, this is some of the best food on property. And it's actually getting ready to go through some remodeling and updating. So that'll be nice. And it does also have a lounge area. So, but it is really, really good food. I definitely highly recommend if you are looking for kind of a quiet lunch away from the parks, you're in Magic Kingdom, and you just kind of want to sit, I would definitely recommend making a reservation for the Wave. Contempo Cafe is the quick service.
Have you seen anything from there?
I have not.
I haven't either.
But it's you place your order on an ATM like touchscreen. So I mean that's kind of funny to me. And something that a lot of people don't realize is that if you have when dining plans are going on, and you have your rapid refill mug, or if you purchase one, they aren't just good at your resort. You can take them with you and use them at any of the Disney resorts. They're not good in the parks, but they're good at all of the resorts. And that's something that not a lot of people realize. So if you want to grab a snack and fill your mug, you 100% can do that.
I wish you could use them in the parks.
So, and then this is where the buses are, and actually if you follow this around, this is actually part of the walking path to get to Magic Kingdom. Yeah, so it's like a 15-minute walk from the Contemporary to Magic Kingdom. Definitely in the mornings, would definitely recommend it because you're going to beat the people who are waiting on the monorail.
Yeah, you do not get bus service to Magic Kingdom. You get the monorail or walking path. And I will say I've sat there and waited for a bus at this resort for, where was it? I think we were going to Disney Springs. It was like a 45-minute wait. Like the buses take forever to come through. Whereas if you're going from I will say Animal Kingdom Lodge, I've stayed there a million times, and not a million, like twice. And the buses come like every 15 to 20 minutes. This one, not so much.
All right, so here are some pictures, and there's only 73 of them, so we're not as many. So the Wave. This is actually to the main lobby from outdoors. If you do the Pirates and Pals fireworks show, you actually are going to meet here and at the it launches from the Contemporary. And Sam and I did that, and I have vlogs for that on the channel under the 2019 trip. Okay, tell me this doesn't scream Coca-Cola to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for the Christmas tree at the Holiday at the Contemporary, it's actually outside. It's not inside the lobby.
Oh, really? I was wondering because we were there, and I was like, "Why isn't there a Christmas tree here?" We did not.
Outside. It's outside in this area right here.
Interesting. I didn't know that. And Randy said the Disney Springs buses always have the longest wait. True.
Yes. And so this is another angle of the bus stop area.
By the way, it's hard to walk on that surface in hills, just so you know.
Duly noted. This is an area that's where you, right by like the seating rooms and the boardrooms and things, because they have a lot of conventions.
They have a lot of cushy couches, and I've witnessed people sleeping there before.
This is your garden wing rooms. These are off of the main building. I will be in one of these in just a few months. And this is the launch dock for the boats, and then in a show the monorail, splash pad, pool area.
The splash pad pool area looks kind of cool.
It does. It's like psychedelic almost. All right, this screams 50s to me. This doesn't scream contemporary. I'm going, are we at Cabana Bay or are we at the Contemporary?
Well, but all the laundry rooms they give me the old 50s feel at all the laundry rooms. I've never utilized the laundry rooms, but I've looked in them, and the laundry rooms at Pop are like that too. They just have more because there's more people staying there.
Here's some room shots, bathroom shots. The shower looks a little bit more updated than the Grand, which is kind of funny.
But it still looks dated, doesn't it?
Yeah. They still look very dated. It's very interesting to me that they started with updating the values as opposed to updating the deluxes. Well,
they finished updating the Animal Kingdom Lodge last year, and now they're doing Polynesian, so they're working on them.
This is like, you can see the shot.
That looks so dated.
It does, doesn't it? But then, fireworks shots. Those are going to be from California. And this is the electrical water pageant. And this is actually something that they've been doing since the parks opened. And these are actually all original floats from the opening of the theme parks.
They haven't done it while they've been during COVID times, though. Right. I don't know when they're bringing it back, but I'm pretty sure they plan to.
Obviously, fridge. The deluxes do have coffee makers in the rooms, so that's something that is nice.
The renovated values do too.
Yes,
they're not Keurigs like the ones in the deluxe. They're like something else.
Yeah. All right. Next one, Sam.
Next one, Polly. So Polly just got renovated, and I haven't seen the new renovated rooms. I've seen like mock-ups of them, and they're Moana themed. But my thought is they're probably very, very much like all the other renovated rooms you've seen, with the fake hardwood floors, the nice showers, and just a little bit of theming.
So the room ranges from $618 to about $2,400.
Interesting that it's more. The start rate is more than Contemporary, because Contemporary is closer to Magic Kingdom. You would think it would be more.
You would think. And then it is scheduled to reopen in scheduled for late July for reopening.
Yeah, right now they're only open to DVC.
Yes.
And you cannot currently take the monorail because they are redoing the monorail section, the monorail platform for the Polynesian. But your transportation modes there are monorail, ferry or boat, whatever, and bus.
And dining. Ohana is it is one, I think, one of the hardest reservations to get. Everyone loves it.
Ohana's breakfast, once they reopen, or before they closed, was a character dining with Stitch and a couple of other characters.
Yes.
I haven't done the breakfast, but I've done the dinner. We do the dinner every year, our first night. And it is a hard reservation to get. You do have views of the castle, but they do not pipe in the music.
No.
It is family style, where they bring the food around to you, and they bring chicken and steak and bread pudding. And oh my gosh, that bread pudding.
The meat comes on these big long skewers, and they walk around with it. And they'll go, how much do you want? And you can say, 5 or 6 pieces. And they have a little like sword thing, and they go shunk, and it just goes right onto your plate. And you're going, thank you. Please don't hurt me.
Yeah. Their coconut bread. They give you coconut bread at the beginning. It's so good too. Hi, Nathan. Welcome in. We've eaten there every single trip we've gone on as long as they've been opened. They weren't open when we went in October and December, so we didn't eat there. But it's so good. Dinner is not character, but it is so, so good. They bring a salad. If you don't like that kind of food, they have a menu you could order from. They have a kids menu. They have pongu juice. It's
Pog juice.
Pog juice. Yeah, it's so good. I will say, after eating there 3 years in a row, our last time we ate there, it was still just as good, but I felt very rushed to get out. Very rushed.
I agree. Something that I will note, because when I do have a little bit of a gluten intolerance and IBS, if the wings that they bring out are actually, the sauce is actually gluten free, because when they came to the table, and they said, okay, we see you have a gluten allergy. They brought me fried plain wings, no sauce on them. Nothing. And I motioned over a different server, and I said, I don't have any sauce on these wings. And the guy goes, what in the world? And I said, well, I have a gluten allergy. He goes, the sauce doesn't have any gluten in it. It's sugar. He's like, are you diabetic? And I said, no. He's like, I'm going to go get the chef for you. And the chef came out, and he goes, I'm going to bring you a brand new set of your own, and I will bring you, do you want some like ranch or something to dip those in? I mean, they had like very little color to them, so they looked so unappetizing. And he's like, I am so sorry. So just know that the sauce for those are gluten-free. And if they try to tell you it's not, they are wrong. Kona Cafe is a quick service, and it is another one, but it's also, no, Kona Cafe is a sit down, not a quick service, sorry. And it is another one of those really hard reservations to get. If you've seen the Tonga toast, it's really thick French toast with bananas and stuff. And so I want to try that, and I've heard it's very good. There's also Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. It is a very, very, very small bar area.
Yes,
it opens at 3 p.m. If you want to get in, go downstairs, and right outside of the door, just line up. We've waited in line for an hour and a half before it opened, and by the time, and people were behind us, Sam and I traded off to be able to go to the bathroom. At 20 minutes till opening, there was probably 50 people in line.
So when we went, we didn't have a problem getting in. We just had a problem getting a seat. So we were standing at the bar for a while. But it is awesome. They have you order certain drinks and the room will react to it.
Yeah.
It's expensive though. I only ordered 2 drinks and my tab was $100.
Yeah. I have a vlog and that playlist of us in Trader Sam's. If you go, definitely order the tacos, the street tacos. They are amazing. And ask for extra of the little spicy red peppers that they have on them. That is what really makes the flavor of the tacos. And something to note is if you can't get in on the inside, you can go outside to the outdoor patio bar area and order the same drinks and the same food. You just don't have the indoor experience.
So when it comes to Trader Sam's, I got both of these from there.
I have the Onoa. I just don't know where that is at the moment.
Oh, my phone just hit the floor. But this is Krog Grotto, and then this one was like second edition Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. I can't remember what drink these were.
They serve them to you in the collector cup, but you have to take the collector cup home. You do have to pay for them, but you won't take the cup that you use. On your receipt, they'll circle where you've paid for the cup, and as you exit, there will be someone at a stand, and you'll show them the receipt, and they will box and they will wrap it for you. So make sure to note that. Captain Cook's is a quick service. They've got the Tonga toast there too. So if you can't get a reservation at Kona, you can go downstairs to Captain Cook's and get Tonga toast. They've got your typical quick service fares, flatbreads, chicken sandwiches, and that kind of thing. Scrolling down, those view the fireworks from the beach. This is also where they have this. I'm sure it didn't talk about it, but this is also where they have the Spirit of Aloha dinner show. And I will say, Sam and I did it on our second to last night, I think. And they've shortened the show. They've changed the food. We actually enjoyed Ohana dinner more than we did the Spirit of Aloha dinner show. So, just something to note. It wasn't our favorite. Okay, and here are our pictures. We've got 42, and this is a view of the pool area. And you can see the Grand in the distance. Beach. Hello, crazy tiki man. Again, electrical night pageant. Probably from the beach. Fireworks. During the holiday, like 4th of July and stuff, when they know that they're in New Year's, the beach is resort guests only. So just note that you won't be able to pop over there to watch fireworks on big holidays.
Did you mention that they pipe in the music?
I did not yet. They pipe in the music.
They pipe in the music. In the lobby, but not in the restaurants. Not in the lobby, but in the outside.
Yes. The tiki lamps. See, I think if I were to wake up and be half asleep and see that, I'd probably wet the bed. Not gonna lie.
Well, these are the old rooms. They've been remodeled.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to be Captain Cook's. It's kind of set up cafeteria style. Boats that you can rent. Bathrooms. Lobby area. Ohana is on the second floor.
Mm-hmm. That one's at Christmas time. You can see the Christmas tree.
Ohana is going to be off in this far corner over here. Over here, like where the little arrow would be, is going to be gift shop. And there's a gift shop up top, and there's gift shops all along the bottom down here.
Mm-hmm. How many more resorts do we have?
I think we're going to have to split up Deluxe resorts into next week and kind of
right.
We'll try to get through Wilderness Lodge real quick since that's the last Magic Kingdom one.
Jeffrey, I deleted Instagram for a time period. I'm not using it right now.
Wilderness Lodge cost is between $425 and $1,500 a night.
Yep. So Wilderness Lodge, I've only eaten there. I haven't been in the rooms, but I do know these rooms are smaller than any other deluxe resort rooms, which is why the pricing is lower.
Yes. Some of them actually have bunk beds. So that's something to note.
Animal Kingdom Lodge used to have bunk beds, but they no longer do.
They have several pools.
Yeah.
This is also like, this is going to be your entryway into DVC area. They have, guys are, okay, restaurants. They have the Storybook Dining with Snow White, which has Snow White, the queen, and typically it's grumpy and dopey. And it is a prefix meal.
Yes.
I've heard both good things and bad things about it. So I think it's one of those, it may depend on who's cooking that day.
I've eaten there. The character interaction is great. Absolutely fantastic. The food, I would put it on par with Cinderella's Royal Table for flavor. It's nothing to write home about, but it's picturesque. Like, it's very Instagrammable food. It's good, better than your buffet, but not as good as looking at a menu and being able to order whatever and they cook it on the spot, because it is a prefix meal. It seems like it's pre-cooked. It comes out super fast. So it's okay. It's not the best.
Geyser Point is kind of one of your pool areas. It says it's a hybrid of a quick and table service. And right now, it is one of the places that you are grabbing. It's a kind of a grab and go at the moment. It's more like your sustainable foods. Like, you can see it's like shrimp and things right here. This is the main draw, Whispering Canyon Cafe food-wise. If you've heard about, donut, if you go with someone that goes, hey, I need ketchup, can you ask for ketchup? This is the ketchup thing. In the mornings, one of my friends wanted Diet Coke, and they brought her Diet Coke in a half gallon mason jar. So it's one of those where it's kind of similar in the aesthetics to like 50s primetime, where they're going to kind of mess with you and play with you a little bit. So if you don't like that, this is not going to be the restaurant for you. It's all served family style. Roaring Fork is a quick service, and Sam and I ate there, and it's actually really good. It does take a little bit longer because they cook to order, so it may take you a little bit to get your food. Transportation is boats and buses, and I will say that the bus wait is long. Yeah, it's really funny that all the experiences I've had with Deluxe Resorts, the bus wait's been really long. It's been entertaining.
My worst bus wait was at Pop Century.
See, our bus waits at Pop have never been that bad.
Well, I think for us, when we did it, it was because they were still socially distancing.
Oh, yeah.
We literally stood in line for like an hour. But to get to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, it was a breeze.
They do light this fire. And it's such a nice place. Mm-hmm. There's lots of rocking chairs. You can sit there, read a book, chill out. You can grab something from Roaring Forks and sit there and eat it. It's right in the lobby by Whispering Canyon. It's a beautiful resort to be able to kind of go and chill and be. I know a lot of people like this because it doesn't feel like they're at Disney. So it books up really quickly. So if this is one that you want to stay at, when your dates open up, you need to be on top of it. Like telling Christy or I, hey, we want this, and here's our credit card, here's our Disney gift card, get us booked. We want to be at this resort.
Yeah. So we've got 5 minutes left. Stick around with us. We will be starting another stream in just a few minutes where I'm going to do some makeup, and we're doing a separate makeup stream tonight we're doing it tomorrow night, but tonight I'm doing like a full face makeup, and it's kind of like a trial run, and I wanted to do it live. So that's what we're doing in just about 4 minutes from now. So we'll be going off live and going back on live pretty much immediately.
Yeah, that's
So
why
we're
we're
not
kind
going to say what we have coming up on this stream, but we will on the one right after.
Yep. So this is one of the DVC Boulder Ridge. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And these rooms haven't been renovated yet either.
No. So I will go in and change mine. Mine next week won't be DVC. Mine will be the Epcot area deluxes.
Yeah, it looks like the deluxes may be like probably 3 streams.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Works
so
for me.
these were all of the Magic Kingdom deluxe resorts.
Yes.
All right, so next week, come back on Lena's channel for the deluxes at Epcot.
And we will see you in the next stream. Go to Christy's channel and grab that, and we will see you in the next stream. See you for makeup.
Bye.
Bye.